So I have made one full stack project where I have used as front end React and in the backend Node.js, and I am using the framework Express. So I am using in this project I am following the MVC architecture to make this project. In this I have the routes. I have the route that has endpoints which passes through middleware for authentication and validation. Then I have controllers that where I have written the main logic of the project, and then these controllers interact with models which define the database schema. Here I am using MongoDB, so I am using its library Mongoose, and then I have config files that manage external services like CloudNetDB, where I am using MongoDB, and then the Gemini API, and then I have here the app.js where I have initialized middleware and the routes. Then I have the entry point of my project, that is server.js, where the application it starts. So in this file I have installed .env, where it will take the variables of it will take the variable from the env file into process.env, and then I have required here the app express app. Then I have one database. I have required here the database, and I have called here a function which is written in db, where I have connected the database. So I have called the function here. Without this function the backend will not connect with database. And here I am using port 5000 because I haven't deployed it, so I haven't connected front end to backend. And here my app, it's listening on port 5000, and I am using here arrow function. So let's start with the things where configuration I have used here to configure the files of CloudNetDB. Like I have written here name, cloud name, API key and API secrets, which is for CloudNetDB, and the same for Gemini API and for MongoDB. I have used library of MongoDB Mongoose here and exporting it exporting the ConnectDB here. And I am using controllers here, where I have written the we can say the main logic of the project here. And one more thing which I wanted to add, that the models here. So as we know that in controls we write the logic. So for auth I have made one file, that is auth control for authentication. Like when user will sign up or login, so it will handle the sign up login part. And in my project I have file uploading system also, so it will upload the file. Then we have Gemini API controller. In this file it will handle all the Gemini parts, where here I am handling the error as well. And if the code is not there, so please provide code explanation. If we will not paste any code here, so it will give this error, it will throw this error there. And in note as well, in node file as well, I have imported all the express async handler, project, and the note here. So it will do the same thing. But in this we have that for storing node I am using Cloudneary, and the middleware of Multer I am using Multer here. Multer is a middleware for handling files, videos, data in Cloudneary. So I have imported this here, where I am using this storage, and also for error handling also I have a file. Then I have made routes for this is for admin page, where we all are going to sign up and logging. That authentication page is for the same. Then I have Gemini routes, nodes routes, and the project routes, which includes the file, which includes also the project. So how its flow, how the project will flow, so we'll see. So it will start from the front end. We have client side, but as I am explaining the back end, so from the front end the request will come, and it will go to the exact route where we want to go, like for authentication or for a node or file, Gemini routes, whatever we want to go. Then we have middleware. This side we have middleware for error handling and uploading images, for authentication, for authentication I am using bcrypt. For hash, not for authentication, I am using bcrypt here for hashing and securely authorizing, and I am using JWT token, JSON web token, for creating token to make it more secure. And then we have controllers, where I have written the mail logic, and then we have models to connect with our database. Here I have models to connect with our database, like file.js. The models create the schema in database. Schema is like the structure of your database, how the data will structure and store in your DB. Then next we have, as in this file I have required mongoose here, because I am using mongoose here. How the file will store in the database? So the front end will request, and then it will come to backend. Then backend will use Multer to store. It will go to Cloudneary first, then there it will store, there it will convert the file into a URL, and then the URL will save in DB. It will use Multer to handle the files. And the next model we have Note. Here we will use the node project. Whatever we will write there, it will save in database, as it is just a schema how it will save in database. We have project as well, where I am using the schema of title, string, description, owner part, and all the stuffs. For user how the user information will store in JS, as I have mentioned that I am using bcrypt for hashing the password. And from the model it will go to the database, and it will show you the output, or we can say the we will see the response. So in one line we can say that route will do request, then middleware check, the controller where we have written the logic, and the model interacts with database, then we will get our response. Thank you.